Afternoon guys, got another video for you today. I'm going to show you my CCTV system on the motorhome. Let's get into it, shall we? I've got 4 cameras, one on each side, covering as much area as possible. I'll walk you around and I'll show you which ones I've got and where I've got them, and then we'll head inside and we'll go through the whole system then. So at the front of the motorhome I've got one camera here, which can see, these are all night vision cameras and I'll show you the night vision later on, but there's the first camera. As we come around the motorhome, there's the second camera just there. Mike's moving. Come around the back, there's the third camera. That there are 2 reversing cameras, one as you can see facing downwards, so that looks at the right at the bottom of the box, and then this one faces out as a rear view mirror. And if we come around the side, there's a bit of a tight gap where I'm parked up, but up there is the 4th and final camera. As you can see, they're all really tightly fixed in. This is a base, there's a base in here that's screwed in, that's been screwed and glued, and then this screws on and these don't move now, but you can unscrew them, but the wire goes through the body on each. Now you've seen the location of all the cameras, let's head inside and I'll show you the whole recording system and go through all the details that way. First things first, I've got 4 cameras on each side, as I've just said. They come into the motorhome, they're all fixed to the walls, they've all been waterproofed and sealed. They then come in on each side. All the wires are fed through to a box, to the DVR, which has got the recorder, the hard drive. And then they're fed to 2 screens. First they're fed to the TV screen in the lounge. They're fed to a second monitor, a small 7-inch screen in the bedroom, up in the above the cab, so when I'm up asleep I can, if I hear something, I can see them. So let's show you those. So you saw where the cameras were outside, and this is the habitation door side. This is the front, out the front windscreen, or just above the windscreen area. This is down the side where obviously you can see that bush, that's down the driver's side back corner, and then this is at the rear view. So that is the view that you get from the cameras. As you can see at the top, it's recording, it's got the date and time, and that's currently recording now live. So, and that's all being saved onto a hard drive in the wardrobe. So let me just take you up and look at the second screen, and then we'll continue with the details after that. Let's show you the screen up in the bedroom above the cab. I don't know if you can see that too well. Hang on, let me turn the light on. Okay, there you go. This is the 7-inch monitor. So it's powered, it's 12 volt. So just press that and bosh, there we go. So let me turn the light off. I'll try and get closer in. That is exactly what's on the lounge TV, just up here in a small monitor. So, you know, as you can see, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me and the screen with that view, but obviously if I'm asleep like this, I hear a noise outside, I want to see what's going on without getting down, without showing my presence. I've got that screen there, just flick it on and bosh, I can see exactly 360 degrees view of outside without moving. So that's what that's for. You've seen where the cameras are on the outside, you've seen what you can view on them from the TV screen in the lounge, and where they the little monitor in the bedroom. So now let me show you where it records and how it does all this stuff. So it's in my wardrobe, that's where I keep it all. So this is the DVR where everything is recorded and stored. The light's not going to be the best. Let me see if I can just put the camera light on. Okay, so we'll go with the camera light. So here we go. 4 cameras come in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the VGA cable straight to the monitor in the bedroom, like a PC cable. That is the HDMI cable, which goes straight out, straight down there, and then straight out to the TV in the lounge. Power cable, and that's pretty much it. So as you can see, that's it. It's running on 12 volt. It's a 12 volt system. There's all the controls. That's what it's called. I'll put links to this in the description. Something special I want to show you. This is allows, because normally the box can be connected to the internet, but it has to have an Ethernet cable, which is here. Now you have to have a modem to have an Ethernet, to have internet. I've got a Wi-Fi dongle that this little beauty, which is called that, allows it to be wireless. So I can then connect this to the internet and I can view my CCTV system from anywhere in the world, as long as there's an internet connection in my motorhome, which I have through the dongle. One other thing I want to show you is this. This is a 12 volt timer. So my CCTV system is all wired into its own fuse box, which then comes out and goes up into here. So it goes in here, the power goes in, and it loops over, and then no power comes to the actual box until it goes through here. So this is a 12 volt timer, because I don't need the CCTV system to run all the time. That's the reason the 12 volt timer is there, so it can turn it on. It's a sole schedule system. You can set it to come on and off 16 different times throughout the day. So I just have it so it schedules, so it just saves more power. Not that I really need to, but I don't need it to be on 24/7 if I don't need it to be on. The other thing is the hard drive is not a solid state drive, which I'm going to upgrade to, which means if you're driving it could, and it's trying to record at the same time. I have done it and it hasn't had a problem, but it's not the best thing to do with hard drives. So yeah, that's basically it. So let me just show you something else. So I already said that all the wires come in, so from outside into the motorhome, and as you can see just there, that is the passenger side one. Camera comes in, then it runs in the trunking. Let me zoom back out. Along there's some more trunking, and it basically runs, each camera runs, that one goes all the way along and then into, drops down and goes into the wardrobe. But every camera has been fed through, so from every point, that one which is just under there for the windscreen one, runs down through the bathroom. You can see there's the trunking, runs all the way in, and then cables run that way as well for the power for the screen, and for the video of the screen goes that way and that way. Okay guys, right, so let's talk about my CCTV system. First and foremost, I didn't get the CCTV system for security reasons, because if the motorhome's stolen, I've got no CCTV, so that makes no sense. If a motorhome burns down, there's no CCTV. If someone breaks in and they steal the hard drive, there's no CCTV. You get where I'm going with this. I didn't get it for security reasons. I wanted it so I could see the outside without making myself known first. Because I boondock, wild camp, urban camp, whatever you want to call it, I don't park on sites. I park pretty much anywhere. There's strange noises all over the place, left, right and centre. People walk past and knock into the motorhome, or you hear what sounds like a World War III kicking off outside, or the biggest street fight going, and really it's just a kid walking past with his mum. But because you can't see it, your brain goes mad. And there's a lot of other YouTubers that have said about this. Your brain plays tricks on you when you can't see what's going on out there. Now I'm really not fussed, to be fair. I've been in it so long, so I want to be able to turn it on and see exactly what's going on outside. That's why I've got it. All the cameras are 12 volt. They're all wired in. You've seen where they all are. They all come into the motorhome. Each it's a household system. It's not built for motorhomes. It's an outdoor waterproof system. Night vision, and again I'll show you night vision footage of what you can see at night when it becomes night. Because it's not night time now. So they all come in. Now on these cables there's 60 feet of cable to each camera. Now I didn't fit these. I got the guy who I go to for all my motorhome stuff, Chris at STJ Motorhomes down in Reading. Big shout out to them. They taught me out with everything. Now you can't cut these wires because they're visual wires, they're video feed wires. Cutting them and reconnecting them requires a lot of special tools, I think. So they run all the way through, and then underneath my false floor in the wardrobe they're all wound and bound and all cable tied up, all neat and nice and secure. So they've all come in, they all feed to the box, then the box feeds to the TVs, and then the box records. The box can record. It's got a hard drive of 1.5 terabytes, which roughly records about 20 to 25 days solid from the 4 cameras, I believe. With me, because I don't have it on 24/7, which I'll explain in a minute of my schedule, it record when I'm at work. I park my motorhome in the work car park, which you have to go through gates, and then you have to drive around the building and into a work car park. So it's all secure, everyone knows it's mine, so there's no need for CCTV in there because there's cameras all around anyway in the works car park. And I start around the same time every day, so I have my cameras turn off when I wake up. So I'll have been awake because I work nights. My cameras turn off about 45 minutes after I wake up. So that's just before I'm about to drive to work. So then they're off when I drive to work. I have dash cams and I've got other cameras for recording purposes for driving if there was an accident. I get to work, they're still off. My car park's usually empty because not many people do nights. The car park usually starts filling up about between 3 AM and 5 AM. That's when everyone starts coming to work. So I get the cameras to turn on for that period, just in case someone was going to ding my door, someone's going to really whack in, someone's going to nudge it. I've got that footage. Again, I know there's cameras in the actual car park, but then I've got that footage. So then it turns itself off, and it then turns itself back on about, because I usually finish around the same time again. These are ballpark times. You know, it's taken a while to tweak them. It then turns itself back on when I've finished work, about an hour to 2 hours after I finish work, and I've gone and found a park up. And then it will stay on again all the way through until I turn it, until I wake up, and it turns off about half hour after, 45 minutes after. So by doing that, I'm not recording 24 hours a day, so I'm saving space on the hard drive. I'm still being able to see anything I need to while I'm in the motorhome because it's always on. And I'm saving probably about 12 amps, maybe about 10 amps, 12 amps a day, because it works out about 2 and a bit amps an hour average between the day and the night because of the night vision. It's not too much, it's really not. I mean, if you've got the TVs on, then yeah, obviously going to be more, but the actual just the system itself is about 2.5 to 3 amps an hour. The solar can deal with that, no problem. I've got 4 cameras running. Not everyone needs 4 cameras. You might only want one down one door. It is what it is. I bought the little monitor on eBay as well. That's 12 volt for the bedroom. I had to get long cables so they can fit from the box all the way to the top. The VGA cables, and that's, like I say, that's all 12 volt. It's all fused in, so that's all perfectly safe. I bought the actual system on eBay, the camera system. I think it was about £190, £180. I'll double check. It was definitely worth it in my eyes. And the 12 volt timer, that was from Amazon. That's pretty easy to wire in, it's no problem. Fitting it, I didn't fit it. Like I say, Chris, STJ Motorhomes, he fitted it, and like I've shown you where it all runs around, all the way around to recordings. The recordings, but it comes with remote control, and then you can just go through on the screen, which I'll show you in a bit. There's, you can go to different cameras. You can. There's all your settings. You know, it's recording in full HD, so you got lots of different settings, and you can see the picture is really quite clear. It's not a poor picture at all. And then you go through and look at all your recordings for such and such dates, but I'm not going to go through that now because I don't need to, and that'll be boring. So I've got a Wi-Fi dongle in the motorhome for two main reasons. For the Amazon Alexa, say hello.
Hi there.
That's for that. That's for all my music and everything that I want. And I've got it for the CCTV system, which is now online, and I can access it through that internet anywhere in the world through an app, which is great, which I'll show you now. I just click login, and then you click which one I've set up, and it's got 4 cameras there, and I click this start preview, and there we go. It's exactly the same as that there. You can see them both, except that one's hardwire and that one's through the internet. The app is available in the App Store. I think it's the App Store. I know it's available in the Play Store, but I think there's a similar app. You can just set it up. It's pretty simple. None of this was real hard to set up, but it really does give peace of mind. You can just be sitting in here, and you know, it's your own world in here. Hear something outside, flick to the TV screen, flick over, and there it is. You see exactly what's going on. So let me just show you for power wise. Currently the system's on. There's nothing else on when the hot water's on. Solar says we're bringing in, focus, currently bringing in 1.9 amps from the solar, and we're only down 0.15 an amp. That's how much it's drawing currently right now. So the system draws about 2 amps an hour for the system to run at the moment. This is daytime, about 2.5 amps an hour when it's in night vision. I'm going to get some footage tonight of the power, how much it's consuming power wise. Again, these figures will rough, nothing exact, and I'll show you what you can see at night through the cameras in the infrared. Okay guys, here's the power consumption at night. So the infrared will be on the cameras. Obviously nothing's coming in, no solar. It's about 11:30 at night, and we're using, obviously I've got little lights on at the moment. That's it really, nothing else is on. And we're using 2.3 amps an hour. So it's a little over 2 amps an hour when the infrared's on. I'm going to turn the TV on now, and then you can see what the cameras will see at night. So as you can see, that is infrared. Now this one here, it's an orangey colour because there is a street lamp here, so it hasn't turned to infrared. Because there is some light coming in, it thinks okay, that's alright. But as you can see, this one here at the front facing camera, it's in infrared. It looks crystal clear, you know. Again, that one, everything's crystal clear. You can see everything you need to see without exposing yourself to people that might be out there, so no one knows you're in here until, you know, the only thing that they can see is a little glow on the infrared camera, but that's not too bad. I don't know how much you can see me right now, I've just woken up. I'm going to jump out the motorhome before I move on and do what I've got to do. I'm going to show you
little infrared glow around the cameras. I'm just going to show you a quick round so you can see how dark it is for what I just showed you on what you can see on the screen through the infrared. So let's have a look. This is the light from the inside, so let's turn that off. Sorry about the noise for the actual motorhome. As you can see, well, I can't even see it on the screen. That there is the glow. So let's go around the other side and see if we can see it better. Okay, that is the glow. I don't know, it's picking up a bit weird on the. Oh, there's a thingy like. It's picking up a bit weird on the camera. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the actual video, but it's not that bright. It really isn't that bright. But then, obviously, this is the lights that it's picking up. That camera is picking up. That's why the infrared's not kicked in on that side. But this is how dark it is around here, and then how dark it is down here. So I'll put the light on so you can just see it's how dark down there. This is it here. So. And I just come around the front. There's the camera glow there. Again, it's not as bad as that in real life. I don't know why. I don't know if it's what just the camera's picking up, but that looks like it's sticking out like a sore thumb, but really it's not. So I'm going to take a picture and then overlay it and see if that's any different. So, but that's the infrared cameras, guys. Take it easy. So yeah, that is basically my overall system of the CCTV system. I hope this helps some of you, because I know you had a few questions about my CCTV system. If you've got any more questions, feel free to, because I know I'm not answered everything, so feel free to drop your question in the comments below and I'll do what I can to answer it. If you've got any advice for or wants for future videos, drop them in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe if you're liking the content. Take it easy, guys.